everybody, my name is Asaya and this is my sixth and hopefully last time recording this video. So let's get started. I did my project on Plato. My name is Asaya DeAndre. I don't know if I said that already. I did my project on Plato and here we go. So he was born in classical Athens around 428 BCE, debatable though, because he might have been born in 427 BC, and if he was born in 427 BCE, then he would have died in 347 BCE. But for the sakes of my project, I said that he died in 348 BCE. Here's the timeline that I created. It took a long time, so you guys can pause right here and look at that. Here's the basics though. He was born in Athens, Greece in 428 BCE. He turned from politics towards philosophy. His family was a whole bunch of rich aristocrats, and it was kind of a weird move because I'm pretty sure they're thinking like, how are you gonna make a living out of philosophy or whatever. In 407, he meets Socrates and abandons his aspiration to be playwright. In 399 BC, Socrates has a trial and he dies. In 380 BCE, Plato founds his academy outside of Athens. Okay, and then in 347 BCE, well, let's not skip that far ahead. In 361 BCE, he makes his last attempt at making the Syracusan king a philosopher king, which is basically his ideal type of society to live in, one ruled by philosopher kings. And then in 347 BC, he dies, and Aristotle, his mentee, leaves Athens to pursue his own line of inquiry. Here's a little kind of family tree-ish thing that I made. You guys can read that. I suck with pronunciation, so I'm not even going to attempt that. Athens' geography it's basically covered in mountains and has a Mediterranean climate, not much to say there. His main contributions, he believed, he founded the academy, which I spoke of earlier, and basically people could come here and study many subjects, mainly science and philosophy, of course, and math or whatever. He believed that this would cause a social change that would stimulate a better government. He wrote many dialogues. They were categorized as early, middle, and late dialogues. One of his most famous dialogues was the Republic. The Allegory of the Cave is another famous Plato work. And let's continue. I'll talk more about the Allegory of the Cave a little bit later. Here are some facts about him. Socrates was Plato's teacher. They were kind of best friends. And Plato was Aristotle's teacher. As you guys heard earlier. Unlike his mentor, Plato focused more on the human being's soul, while his mentor, Socrates, focused more on the human body instead of the soul. Plato never married and was suspected to be gay because during this time in Athens, many of the men were gay. Plato formed an academy, which I spoke of earlier. You guys can pause here and read that if you want to. Again. He concentrated on proof and laid the foundation for the Euclid system approach, which is a mathematics approach. His name is attached to Platonic solids. The fifth Platonic solid, the dodecahedron, was the model for the whole universe. That's his belief. Another one of his beliefs is that the moon shines by reflected sunlight. Stars, planets, sun, and the moon move around the earth in a crystalline sphere. Some of that is inaccurate, but for his time period, that was a very, very, very advanced information. Some more information about him. His academy flourished up until about 529 AD, when it was closed down by the Christian emperor Justinian, who claimed it as a pagan establishment. It survived for 900 years, though, which is the longest surviving university known. Socrates and many other philosophers were typically the stars of Plato's works. So one thing that was very important to him, one of his most important theories, I should say, was the theory of forms, which is represented through the cave analogy, which is basically just this analogy that says the world we live in is like living in a cave and only seeing the shadows of real objects on the wall, and the actual complete object outside the cage are invisible. I'm going to show y'all a quick little video of that. The audio would be very much so off, but y'all still get it. Okay, so that's basically it for my presentation. This is running way longer than I wanted it to. That is basically it. Here's my Works Cited page. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.